blind. They telling me, yeah, man, you're mine. They always tell me, yeah, boom, blind. Now that you're telling me, yeah, baby, can't you see, Brian? I've been crying, dying. Smash that like button, guys. Oh, mother. Oh, mother. Wanna tell me that you love. You don't understand. If you don't know, you make my brain. Be no fool no more. Smash that like button, guys. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to everyone in the building. Y'all came in kind of fast. Pierce our Bible. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all of y'all guys. Rob, Reppy, Perry, Free Fred, Freda. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that's in the building right now. Why didn't y'all tell me about Naomi Campbell? Pure Bible. Y'all, I am so disappointed in y'all. Cause y'all didn't tell me about Naomi Campbell. Like I knew that she was like a model years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I did not know her ties to Epstein. I didn't know motherfucking Naomi Campbell was allegedly taking all the minors and the young girls to Diddy's freak off dungeon, to Epstein's freak off dungeon, to Jay-Z's freak off dungeon. Brother Bible, I had no idea. Shout out to Free Fader, just became a member. Free for days. For days in the building, just became a member. And shout out to all my members coming in. Nobody told me about Naomi Campbell, guys. Like, I swear to goodness, I was not educated in this. I was just surviving Jay-Z going off on Solange for exposing the divorce. The divorce is happening, no matter what a motherfucker want to think. People are trying to be quiet, but Naomi Campbell, you should be ashamed of yourself. You was the one making these young girls think that they was going to become models and da-da-da and handing them off to the freak-off demons, the head freak-off vampires. You know what I'm saying? And ladies and gentlemen, allegedly the woman's crib been raided. They about to lock her ass up. They about to lock her up. You was taking little girls to this man right here. This what you was doing. Naomi Campbell, do you hear these little girls like laughing, scared, being chased down by their predator, probably on all kinds of drugs, everything? Did you take these little girls over here to Epstein freak off dungeon? Got the man standing on the damn kitchen table chasing these little girls around? There's no way you're gonna make anybody think that these are grown women in the background. You can hear their damn voice. It's like listening to a goddamn Walt Disney. It's like watching a Walt Disney movie, but where it's a shark on top of the damn table trying to hunt these little girls down. Naomi Campbell, did you take them girls over there? Look at this man. Every time I get this, watch this video, it just grosses me out. It just grosses me out. Look at him. He all out of breath. He out of breath chasing these little girls around. Naomi Campbell. Guys, if you don't know who this woman is, tall, chocolate, glass of milk right here. She was a model in the industry years ago. I know she used to mess with Hefner and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys. Smash that like button.
Happened to her. So she eventually started traveling to Europe. She was dating this CEO of a jean company that I don't want to name, and he was using her and abusing her, bringing her to parties, and she was getting gang raped by a lot of these older men, and she was stuck
Do you hear that? She was getting gang raped. Excuse me, gang R word. I didn't mean to say that word because they will get on me for that. Jeff control Victoria's Secret angels trafficking. Wow, that is crazy. And that's what they're saying right here, that this somebody was being gang R worded, and Naomi Campbell is connected to it.
happened to her. So she eventually started traveling to Europe. She was dating this CEO of a jean company that I don't want to name, and he was using her and abusing her and bringing her to parties, and she was getting gang raped by a lot of these older men, and she was stuck in Paris. I was working in London, and I had to go pick her up in Paris and bring her back to New York to get her out. She couldn't get out.
And then when you brought her back to New York, what?
So she had to go through a detox program,
Right.
but then she fell off because she met up with Naomi. Naomi knows a lot of these millionaire and billionaire guys.
Wow, no, Naomi Campbell knows all the millionaires and the billionaires. This is the woman who's been taking these people down to the dungeon, taking these young girls down to the dungeon. You know what I mean? What can he make it? Just need time is all the cards, right? Do you see this? This man and this woman. I did not know that she was connected to Diddy Glover like this. I had no idea that she was connected to Diddy Glover and Epstein and all of them. That's why I'm like, guys, you guys, why didn't y'all tell me this shit? She's connected to all the billionaires and the millionaires, and she was the one taking the little girls down to these guys. This is wild. I had no idea.
A lot of these older men, and she was stuck in Paris. I was working in London, and I had to go pick her up in Paris and bring her back to New York to get her out. She couldn't get out.
And then when you brought her back to New York, what?
So she had to go through a detox program,
Right.
but then she fell off because she met up with Naomi. Naomi knows a lot of these millionaire and billionaire guys, so she connects you to them.
Wow.
She will connect you. Oh, darling, you know, so-and-so has the hotel, the Fontainebleau in Miami. I'll easily connect you. So
Wow. See this? Look at her. She connected with all of them. Did you hear what she just said? She said Naomi Campbell would say, "Oh, darling, darling, I'll connect you to darling." But hold on, darling, I can just hook you and connect you with these people. Look at her. And remember what went on with this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? She was the head freak of vampire catcher. So she would groom the girls and to get them prepped up for Epstein Island, to get them prepped up for Diddy and all of them. I'm just finding out about her literally last night, guys. I tried to do as much as homework as I could.
guys, so she connects you to them. She will connect you. Oh, darling, you know, so-and-so has the hotel, the Fontainebleau in Miami. I'll easily connect you. So they connect you, and then that's it. That's how it starts.
Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not going to be held hostage by your past. So she admit that she's not a saint. She admits that she could be disgusting, and she done some disgusting, horrible things. Spells our Bible. But we not going to hold her accountable for her past. You got the game messed up, Naomi. We are going to hold you accountable. Spells our Bible. We don't give a damn about all the little pretty stuff, because that don't mean nothing. That's why I say you can look at somebody and think, oh, because they're a pretty person, doesn't mean that they have a pretty heart during survival. This demon admits that she was a demon before, but we can't hold her accountable. But that's why you got the feds running into your dungeon. If you was a part of this and you helped get them little girls over to these men, you need to be arrested, Naomi.
My ex-boyfriend Flavio, I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past.
Oh yeah, Naomi Campbell is all over the Epstein files. And I remember hearing these rumors about, oh, Naomi used to recruit girls for them. And I was like, I don't see it. Like, surely not. But no, sure enough, she was consistently emailing him.
Say what now?
Wow. So Naomi Campbell was emailing Epstein, and she's all over the Epstein files more than any other female, and she really was recruiting the young girls, taking them down to the dungeon.
Is all over the Epstein files. And I remember hearing these rumors about, oh, Naomi used to recruit girls for them. And I was like, I don't see it. Like, surely not. But no, sure enough, she was consistently emailing him.
Say what now? The FBI is finally going in to be questioning more people and making their first arrests. And guess who people want locked in first? Miss Naomi Campbell. It is being alleged that her satanic-looking private villa was investigated after several Epstein files shows her texting back and forth with Epstein.
And look, and ain't this the lady right here? What's this lady name right here? Pure survival. That you see this demon. Look at her demon eyes. You got people that'll look at her and be like, oh, she's so beautiful. I can see the demon inside of her soul from looking at her eyes. Pure survival. Ain't this Ghislaine Maxwell? This the other woman that's locked up right now. Look at them. She should be right along with her, especially the fact that you, ma'am, was taking them girls down just like her. Both of y'all. This is wild. You know what I'm saying? So when they promise you, look, you could be a model, you could be whatever, they send this girl down talking with that damn accent, Pure Bible, get them all comfortable, and then bring them to these sick men. And now she also has a dungeon as well. Like she has a satanic villa, and the feds done ran in there. Smash that like button, guys.
Locked in first. Miss Naomi Campbell. It is being alleged that her satanic-looking private villa was investigated after several Epstein files shows her texting back and forth with Epstein. Naomi has been caught on multiple occasions indulging in shady business with all these men.
Wow, look at this. How many times you gonna see her with Diddy? So she was with Diddy a lot.
Villa was investigated after several Epstein files shows her texting back and forth with Epstein. Naomi has been caught on multiple occasions indulging in shady business.
I didn't even know this woman had ties with Diddy. She kept real quiet throughout Diddy Glover's freak-off trial. She kept real quiet. But then you gotta think, who's gonna lure the young girls down there? We know about Oprah, we know about Ellen, we know about all of them. But Naomi Campbell, she was luring the young model girls, encouraging them to go with these sick rich men because she had to buck and suck to get to the top. Pure the Bible. So she was teaching them how to do what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that's crazy about people that been abused, because I feel like it happened to her. So she put them other girls on instead of making them aware. This is wild.
Her satanic-looking private villa was investigated after several Epstein files shows her texting back and forth with Epstein. Naomi has been caught on multiple occasions indulging in shady business with all these men, even with corrupt presidents in third world countries. Still, every time they catch her, she denies it. What's even crazier is the popular African influencer Elsa Majimbo tried to warn us about Naomi some years ago, but she was blackballed and silenced from speaking up. Okay, so for those of y'all who somehow missed out on everything that has been going on, the Epstein files dropped a few days ago, and to absolutely no one's surprise, Naomi was right there sending messages to him.
And she was right there sending that man messages. Why are you sending this satanic demon messages for? All over the Epstein files. Oh, it's other people in there besides just Naomi. But they coming for all of these people. Smash that like button, everybody.
Who somehow missed out on everything that has been going on, the Epstein files dropped a few days ago, and to absolutely no one's surprise, Naomi was right there sending messages to him. It is being heavily alleged that she, like a madam, in charge of supplying women to Epstein for his sick acts, using the promise of getting them a modeling career. According to the files released by the DOJ, Naomi was on Epstein's island, and she was also—
Look, she's everywhere with this woman. She's everywhere with Ghislaine Maxwell, besides being in jail. But you hear what they say, that Naomi Campbell and Naomi Campbell's forehead, her five head was convincing these young girls they're going to be models, they're going to be success stories, everything else. But she knew what them men was doing to them girls. Pure survival. All she did was sell them a dream just to get them down there. And I'm pretty sure she was getting paid for it. This is why the feds is involved. She was getting paid to lure them girls down there. Pure survival. She wasn't just not, you know what I mean? She was making money off of them. That's prostitution at a whole nother level, at an Epstein level.
Women to Epstein for his sick acts, using the promise of getting them a modeling career. According to the files released by the DOJ, Naomi was on Epstein's island, and she was also in a lot of flight logs for his private jet. One report even said she took 5 flights aboard the Lolita Express in 2001 and 2003. 2 originated in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where Epstein owned his island known to be a place of debauchery. A couple of the flights went to the Sao Paulo, Brazil area. Jeffrey was also spotted at multiple Victoria's Secret shows, and they were
Victoria's Secret. Somebody just mentioned that. Something about Victoria's Secrets. So they got all the flight logs. How can Naomi Campbell deny this? She going to all kinds of different countries, pure survival, shit that I never even heard of. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy, guys. This is crazy.
One report even said she took 5 flights aboard the Lolita Express in 2001 and 2003. 2 originated in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where Epstein owned his island known to be a place of debauchery. A couple of the flights went to the Sao Paulo, Brazil area. Jeffrey was also spotted at multiple Victoria's Secret shows, and they were seen leaving together most of the time. Naomi claims she didn't even know Epstein, nor had she heard of him, till her ex-boyfriend Flavio Briatore.
And look at motherfucker Flavio, pure survival. Flavio looked slick Fleo. He looked rich as hell. I'm not gonna lie, pure survival. But Flavio, with a name like Flavio, you know that he's into some illegal shit. Pure survival. Motherfucker Flavio, and she tried to say she didn't know Epstein. How you didn't know Epstein, but you were hanging out with motherfucker Ghislaine Maxwell? How? And she trying to blame it all on Flavio. Yes, Flavio was doing his thing, but so was you, goddammit. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys. Listen, they all need to be under the jail.
Multiple Victoria's Secret shows, and they were seen leaving together most of the time. Naomi claims she didn't even know Epstein, nor had she heard of him, till her ex-boyfriend Flavio Briatore introduced them at her 31st birthday party back in 2001.
I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio.
Okay, so she is admitting. So Naomi Campbell and Naomi Campbell's 5 head is admitting, but it's like she's trying to blame it all on Flavio. You trying to blame it on Al Fabio when you was giving him all kinds of Al Slabios.
And Flavio Briatore introduced them at her 31st birthday party back in 2001.
I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Naomi Campbell and Naomi Campbell's 5 head is lying. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she's telling the truth. She's talking about, when I found out what he was doing, I was so sick in my stomach. I didn't know what he was doing. You knew what he was doing. Pure survival. You and your 5 head was just all about the goddamn money, girl. You didn't give a damn. You were providing the females. You know what I'm saying? And I did homework on you last night. You and your forehead. You know what I'm saying? So I know you lying.
Nor had she heard of him, till her ex-boyfriend Flavio Briatore introduced them at her 31st birthday party back in 2001.
I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of predators. And thank God that I had good people around me that protected me.
And she said, I had my fair share of sex predators. I had my fair share of sex predators, and thank God I had people around me to protect me. Pure survival. But you was the one around these young girls, you know what I mean, selling them a dream. You could have been the one to protect them, Naomi. But no, you were trying to protect your lifestyle. You were trying to protect your pockets. You were trying to just capitalize and get rich, you know what I mean, off of these women's pain, and you saying you went through it yourself. You just like Oprah. Y'all be lying like a motherfucker. Pure survival. Talking about, yeah, I went through it and da 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 da. But why would you let somebody else go through it if you went through it? That's my confusion. Smash that like button, everybody in the building. Everybody smash that like button.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of predators. And thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. I can't, they're scarred for life.
Now, no one was really surprised that Naomi was sitting there denying everything, because that's exactly what she has done every time she's been caught with some shady man she had no business being friends with in the first place. For someone who swears she knows nothing about the things these men do, she definitely seems to love their company.
Wow, look at her. She don't know what these men been doing, but she definitely loved their company. You know what I mean? Now, we're going to leave Janet out of this, pure survival. I'm pretty sure Janet had no idea what Diddy Glover was doing, pure survival. But this woman right here, she knew what was going on. That's why she wanted to stay up under the money. She wanted to stay up under the money. You could tell Janet Jackson was on some innocent shit, pure survival, and Diddy ran up on her. Janet, come on, we got to get a picture. He probably was trying to butter Janet Jackson's biscuit, pure survival, but Janet wasn't having that shit. Janet Jackson would have moonwalked all over Diddy Glover's freak off tasty cakes. She would have moonwalked on his ass. You know what I'm saying? But she stayed up under Diddy and claimed that she didn't know what was going on. She stayed up under these men. You saw what was happening. Naomi, smash that like button.
Caught with some shady man she had no business being friends with in the first place. For someone who swears she knows nothing about the things these men do, she definitely seems to love their company. In fact, she did the same thing when she was exposed for being involved with Harvey Weinstein.
Wow. I didn't see. Look at this, guys. So she's up under Weinstein, right? She tried to say she didn't know what Epstein was doing. So did you know what Weinstein was doing, pure survival? Did you know what Weinstein was doing? I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to that heavy-ass wig. Look at me when I'm talking to you, girl. You in that motherfucker wig. How you keep ending up hanging with these damn predators and you claim you didn't know what none of them was doing. You know what I mean? You had all the models. These men were fucking predators. They wanted every brand new model that came through that goddamn industry. And she had first motherfucker dibs. Spells of Bible. Trying to play it off like she ain't know a goddamn thing. Shout out to my baby coming in the building. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we just have the receipts. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think this woman guilty. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she's innocent. If y'all think that she's innocent, why would the feds go run down inside of her goddamn satanic dungeon? Smash that like button, guys. We not playing with Naomi ass.
Someone who swears she knows nothing about the things these men do, she definitely seems to love their company. In fact, she did the same thing when she was exposed for being involved with Harvey Weinstein, too. Just a reminder that Naomi Campbell visited Epstein's island 21 times and was very close friends with Harvey Weinstein. She's a very...
Wow, 21 times. You didn't know what was going on at that freak-off dungeon, Epstein Island, and you've been there 21 times? Not 19, not 2, 3, 1, 21 times.
Involved with Harvey Weinstein, too. Just a reminder that Naomi Campbell visited Epstein's island 21 times and was a very close friends with Harvey Weinstein. She's a very dangerous and disgusting woman. There's not enough coverage about her ties with Epstein. Oh, and remember what I said earlier about her being in the recent Epstein files that were released? Well, despite her sitting in that interview and lying out of her mouth that she knew nothing about his shenanigans, There were several emails in the files that hint at her and Epstein seemingly coordinating a plan on how she was allegedly going to service him.
Wow, so she in the files making a plan to service Epstein. You know what I'm saying? And not just for her, to bring them man, smash that like button, guys.
Thing about his shenanigans. There were several emails in the files that hint at her and Epstein seemingly coordinating a plan on how she was allegedly going to service him. Girl. Several videos resurfaced of her recruiting those women for what was supposed to be a modeling opportunity, but none of them actually walked the runway. No one really know what happened to these girls. There were also videos of her in Kenya, supposedly doing some philanthropic work to help kids, but people are now also looking at it sideways.
What kind of she gets out of it? Well, she gets money. When you bring models or people that can easily be manipulated, you get funded.
Wow, I told y'all. This woman right here, smash that like button for this woman right here, calling Naomi Campbell out. And then you see that same Oprah Winfrey behavior. They go to these different countries, find these little young kids, pure survival, pretend that they're doing something wonderful and amazing for them. Like this woman just said, Naomi Campbell will find the girls, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't even know where them girls that was supposed to be models. Where did they go, Naomi? You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And she recruits them.
There were also videos of her in Kenya, supposedly doing some philanthropic work to help kids, but people are now also looking at it sideways.
What kind of she gets out of it? Well, she gets money. When you bring models or people that can easily be manipulated, you get funded. You get funded. How does she own an island being a supermodel?
How do you know she owns an island?
Yeah, she owns an island.
Whoa! How do she own an island and she's just a supermodel, pure survival? So I didn't even know she had a goddamn freak-off island. And look at it. It looked like an eyeball. Tell me that this don't look satanic right here. Smash that like button, everyone, if this looks satanic to you. I didn't even know this woman had an island. From being a supermodel, she had to do a lot of nasty things. I had to turn over a lot of females for her to have her own sick-ass island. These people all need to be rounded up and arrested. So this must be the island that the feds had raided. It's a whole eyeball. What is the eyeball for? Yo, smash that like button, guys. Damn, I'm telling you, I'm new to this. I knew of Naomi Campbell, but I didn't put two and two together. I didn't know she was connected to these people.
If manipulated, you get funded. You get funded. How does she own an island being a supermodel?
How do you know she owns an island?
Yeah, she owns an island. But this is crime scene investigation.
Yeah.
But it opens your eyes to things that you never even thought of, and I connect all the dots.
These rumors got even wilder when people came across this video of the American-based Kenyan influencer, Elsa Majimbo, exposing Naomi for luring her into her circle and introducing her to multiple wealthy men in an effort to make her get into relationships with these men. Somewhere along the line, Elsa peeped what was going on and made Naomi aware that she had no interest in doing any of that. But this only—
Wow, see, so Naomi Campbell was trying to talk that girl into getting, getting ran down on, getting urinated on, getting chased around the kitchen like them little girls was getting chased around by Epstein, pure survival, and that girl refused it. That girl refused it. Smash that like button for that woman that stood up for herself. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is crazy.
This video of the American-based Kenyan influencer, Elsa Majimbo, exposing Naomi for luring her into her circle and introducing her to multiple wealthy men in an effort to make her get into relationships with these men. Somewhere along the line, Elsa peeped what was going on and made Naomi aware that she had no interest in doing any of that. But this only pissed Naomi off, and she got Elsa blackballed. Mind you, Elsa was just 19 years old at the time and just getting started in the industry.
Naomi was coming to Nairobi to do some shopping. She was on holiday, but on a remote place. So she was in Nairobi doing shopping. And I texted her and she told me she's in Nairobi. So I was so excited to meet her. She was the first celebrity I was ever going to meet. Guys, I was to the roof. She texted me, she was like, hey, I'm here. She texted me the location. I went directly. I went with my brother. So my brother and I, we met her, we did some shopping. And as we're shopping, she's like, oh, you know, the plane that's taking us back actually has a couple more seats. Do you and your brother want to join us on holiday? Hell yes. So I was like, oh, that'll be so lovely. She introduced me to a couple people in Hollywood. She was on vacation, were coming to Nairobi after the vacation. They were staying at the Kempinski. So I went to see them at the Kempinski when the whole thing was over. So I sat down with them, I was talking to one of them, and one of them was like, oh, it's so, like, how did you meet Naomi? And I was like, oh, no, I texted her on Instagram, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, yeah, she told us, like, she made you and she built you and she made your career. And I was like, what? No, that's not what happened. And I was like, you mean like helped me and like promoted me? And she was like, no, like what you have is because of her. And I was like, oh yeah, no, that didn't happen. Time goes by, March 2022. We have jumped into March 2022. I get a phone call. My phone is ringing. Naomi Campbell. Oh, so I pick up, I'm like, hey sis, like how are you doing? And she's like, Elsa, how dare you? Oh! So I'm in shock, right? I'm in shock. I don't know what's going on. She was like, this is the last time I'm speaking to you. Have a nice life. And she hung up. Which I was like.
So why was Naomi Campbell mad at this woman for? Pure survival. She was happy to meet her. She showed her respect and everything like that. Was she mad at her because she wouldn't sell her soul? Because she wouldn't get ran down on by a whole bunch of predators? You know what I'm saying? This is sad, guys. Everybody smash that like button. Double tap that screen. We need 1,000 likes in the building. We are not playing.
Saddened by the situation, right? But I was like, if that's how she truly feels, because I respect people's space. So I was like, if that's how she truly feels, fine, it's okay. So I let it go. So after that, like a few months, things started going very badly for me. Things started going haywire. And I didn't think it was, I thought it was because of the situation, let me not lie. But I was like, you know, also it can be stress. I was like, let me go. Because also having someone like Naomi Campbell not liking you in the industry is not a good thing.
So wow. So she blackballed her. Because she wouldn't sell her soul, she blackballed her. That's crazy.
But I was like, you know, also it can be stress. I was like, let me go. Because also having someone like Naomi Campbell not liking you in the industry is not a good thing. So I went to her, I apologized. I already apologized when the situation had happened, but I went and I apologized again and again. I started calling her, I started texting her. And then one day she just texted me and she was like, stop calling me. I have a child to take care of. So after that, I just said, okay, there's nothing I can do about it. I started drinking. That's why I even quit alcohol. I started drinking. I started drinking a lot. Yeah. And then, because I wasn't sure why things were going so wrong. And
wow. So she done stressed this woman out, turn her into an alcoholic. Yeah, I mean, yes, she said, Bolak, this is crazy. Yes, this is crazy. She done turned this African girl into an alcoholic. And you can hear it. She says she don't understand why her career changed because she wouldn't do whatever Naomi Campbell wanted her to do. What did she want her to do? You know what I'm saying? And you know them rich white dudes, they love them the chocolate women, Pure Survival. They love them a black chocolate woman. And they wanted her, they like, look, Naomi, she looked like she could be your little sister, Pure Survival. We want her on the team. And she refused to do it. And clearly they blackballed her. Smash that like button, guys. This is sad.
I started drinking a lot. Yeah. And then, because I wasn't sure why things were going so wrong and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then a few months later, I met Edward Enifel at a party, and Edward Enifel is one oh my goodness, he's one of the people I adore the most. So I was like, oh my goodness, that's Edward, I have to go say hi. So I'm like, hey Edward, I'm such a big fan. And he looks at me, he's like, I know you. And then he said something that made me think the situation with Naomi was causing like some of the trials and tribulations I was currently going through.
But that's not all, y'all. Because this isn't the only questionable man that Naomi has been mixed up in. Back in 2010, she was dragged into court to testify against the ex-Liberian president, Charles Taylor, after he gifted her blood diamonds during her stay at Nelson Mandela's house in South Africa.
Wow, so she done had to testify against Liberian presidents and stuff like that. So Naomi was on a whole different, like, and she's trying to act like she didn't know what these men was involved with. You was over there freaking off with Liberian presidents. Liberian presidents. You know what I'm talking about? This is crazy. My Liberian girl, you know that you came and you changed my world. A love brand so brand new. That's crazy, guys. A Liberian girl, a Liberian freak-off girl.
10. She was dragged into court to testify against the ex-Liberian president, Charles Taylor, after he gifted her blood diamonds during her stay at Nelson Mandela's house in South Africa. Now, in case y'all didn't know, Charles was arrested in 2006 and accused of arming Sierra Leone's Revolutionary United Front rebels during the 1991 to 2002 Civil War. He trained and commanded the rebels who maimed Sierra Leone civilians, frequently hacking off their hands and legs. While Charles was doing all this, he came across a lot of resources, with some of them being the diamonds that he gave to Naomi.
Wow, and look at her. She connected to a dude that gave her blood diamonds. A sick individual that was chopping people's hands and feet and toes off. She was connected to a motherfucker like that, but you claim you don't know what these people was doing. That's crazy as hell. That's why I told y'all gotta have the medallions. Y'all gotta have the candles. Y'all gotta have the garlic. This is crazy. www.puresurvivalmerch.com, man. You gotta have your stuff to protect yourself. Blood diamonds she was given. I would have turned your ass over right there as soon as they had the blood on the diamonds. Somebody, where the feds at? Smash that like button.
Civilians, frequently hacking off their hands and legs. While Charles was doing all this, he came across a lot of resources, with some of them being the diamonds that he gave to Naomi. Now, when Naomi was initially asked about this, she denied it and even stormed out of the interview. When she was summoned to court and questioned about everything, she admitted that she did in fact receive diamonds from Charles. It was handed over to her by two mysterious men who barged into her home in the middle of the night. She also claimed that she didn't keep the diamonds, and that she actually donated them to a charity.
Why would you donate diamonds that have blood on them to a charity? First she denied it, and then she said she donated them. This man was chopping people's limbs off, gave her the diamonds with the people's chopped off limbs and blood and residue and brain fragments, all this shit on it, and she gave it to a charity instead of giving it to the feds. And now the feds done went into your dungeon, ma'am, and now you're going to go to jail. That's where you're going to go with Ghislaine Maxwell, your good buddy that we saw you hugged up with. You know what I'm saying? We got too many people in the building, guys. Everybody got to smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Like, double tap that screen. It's very important. YouTube, send me emails. I keep telling y'all this. When they say, oh, you got all them people in there, Jamil, like, why aren't you telling them to smash the like button? I am telling them to do it. I don't know what's wrong with their hands. They act like they got their shit cut off by this freak off vampire. This freak off vampire. Look at her eyes, guys. She looked shady. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think this woman is shady. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. I don't care about the look beautiful shit. I remember years ago they said, oh, she's so beautiful. She's a pretty female, but I always tell y'all, it's the demon inside. I don't give a damn what you look like. You could be pretty. You could be a woman. Ladies, you can see a guy. He could be the handsomest dude under the world, under the sun, and the most evilest person inside. I judge you off of who you are. Those eyes tell a whole lot. I'm trying to told you. Those eyes tell a lot.
Handed over to her by two mysterious men who barged into her home in the middle of the night. She also claimed that she didn't keep the diamonds and that she actually donated them to a charity.
You received a diamond from
I
Charles.
didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Wow, you see, she just stormed out the interview. She said, I didn't keep the diamonds. I didn't, some shit. And then got up and walked off. So she helped this dude so he wouldn't go to jail. And knowing this man was cutting people up and unaliving people. That is crazy. And then you see how nasty her attitude was, how she got up. She said, I'm not here for that.
That she didn't keep the diamonds and that she actually donated them to a charity.
You received a diamond from
I
Charles.
didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Wow. She said, thank you very much. Goodbye. That is crazy, guys. Smash that like button, guys. We need 300 more likes. Shout out to everybody who smashed that like button. I seen it going up. I said, oh, they actually listening. Salute to all of y'all. You know what I mean? This is just so crazy that people are this evil and demonic in the industry. You know what I mean? Like, I really looked at her and just thought she was just a model. I never put two and two together that she was scalping the young girls out for Epstein, for Jay-Z, for Diddy, for Trump, for these presidents, for all of these people that was involved. Pure survival. I don't want to hear it. Because you got motherfuckers real fast. They be like, Trump didn't do nothing. I be like, why y'all keep trying to say he didn't do nothing? Like y'all was there. And his name was in that shit a million times. I'm not talking political. I'm talking about the Epstein files. People, they'll use their political beliefs and protect you. I'm not protecting anybody that have any child sex predator allegations. Until you get them shits cleaned up, then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button.
Donated them to a charity.
You received a diamond from
I
Charles.
didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
But what she told ABC News was a lie. She did receive diamonds from Taylor, as she acknowledged under oath today, describing a bizarre middle-of-the-night scene outside her bedroom.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, a gift for you.
Did you ask them who they were?
No, I was extremely tired. When they gave me the pouch, I just put it next to my bed and went back to bed.
What did you?
See, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think she lying. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think she telling the truth. Me personally, I think she lying. They said that she denied receiving those diamonds. Now she telling some stories. Some dudes came through her motherfucking window like Peter Pan, pure survival. She didn't know who Peter Pan was. Stop fucking. Yo, if she willing to lie right there in court, then you know she'll lie and say she didn't bring these young girls over to those dungeons. And she have a dungeon of her own.
Acknowledged under oath today, describing a bizarre middle-of-the-night.
Look, they said she lied under oath. Under oath.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
But what she told ABC News was a lie. She did receive diamonds from Taylor, as she acknowledged under oath today, describing a bizarre middle-of-the-night scene outside her bedroom.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, a gift for you.
Did you ask them who they were?
No, I was extremely tired. When they gave me the pouch, I just put it next to my bed and went back to bed.
What did you think the stones were?
They were kind of dirty looking pebbles. They were not, they were dirty, I don't know.
They were dirty looking pebbles. They were dirty looking pebbles. Naomi, they were pebbles with blood on them. Pure survival. They wasn't just dirty looking pebbles. They were bloody pebbles. I'm telling you, these people are vampires. She had bloody fucking shit and then tried to say they were dirty. They were dirty. No, bitch, they had blood on them. They had vampire juice on them. Shout out to Victoria Taylor. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Shout out Victoria. Yo, oh man, guys, smash that like button. These people are vampires. I keep telling y'all they sleep upside down. I keep telling y'all they sleep upside down.
What did you think the stones were?
They were kind of dirty looking pebbles. They were dirty, I don't know. I find when I'm used to seeing diamonds, I'm used to seeing diamonds shiny and in a box, you know. Someone hadn't said they were diamonds, I wouldn't have guessed right away that they were diamonds.
Now it's believed that everything she said was just a load of horse crap because her former assistant, Carol White, and actress Mia Farrow, who were both with Naomi on that trip, said Naomi knew exactly where the diamonds were coming from and that she was more than willing to take them. Carol said Naomi was flirting with Charles the entire night and that when the diamonds were given to her, she was very excited. And
Do you hear that? She was flirting with that serial killer all night long, and she was happy when she received the bloody diamonds. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I keep saying to y'all about the vampire thing. Like, why would you listen, ladies? If a man got you a gift and his blood on the shit, is that gonna excite you or is that gonna concern you? Pure survival. You know what I mean? Is that gonna make you say, hold on, let me call the fucking police? What the fuck? You kill somebody and give me these bloody diamonds off of somebody's fucking neck? Did you chop somebody's head off? Yeah, like I did not know this woman was a demon like this. Smash that like button, guys. We need 200 more likes. Everybody double tap that screen. Naomi Campbell is a vampire. And when I tell you, when they take the new prey to these like higher upper people that are all vampires as well, they already have a plan for them. When them girls coming in wanting to be models and they're young, those dudes get the pick of the litter. I feel like they record them, they get conversations, everything. She was calling Epstein. Look, I got another one. Hold on. I got Diddy on the other line. Diddy Glover. Yeah, I got a boy too. Diddy, yeah, I got a boy. Yeah, he got a fat ass. Pure survival. Yeah, I'm saying, hold on. Jay-Z on the other line. Jay-Z, yeah. Oh, I got a girl for you. Yeah, oh yeah, you ain't around Beyonce high, so she don't know. All right, yeah, I got a girl for you. Solange ain't around, is she? Okay, yeah. All right, I got a girl for you. You know what I'm saying? She was the one setting it up. Guys. This is wild. Smash that like button.
Were coming from, and that she was more than willing to take them. Carol said Naomi was flirting with Charles the entire night, and that when the diamonds were given to her, she was very excited and even showed them to her. And then there are the allegations about her stealing from charities and physically attacking her employees. Between the years of 1998 and 2009, she was convicted 11 times for physically mistreating the people who worked for her.
Wow, and this is the Ellen DeGeneres behavior. So she was stealing from charity, and these people already be having a shitload of money. All of them wieners that done blunked your back out, pure survival, all the pink peckers you made disappear. You got all of that money and you stealing from charity. Probably children's trust funds, all that type of shit, pure survival. It's like they can't never have enough money. That's why they sacrifice themselves. That's why they sacrifice other people. The money hunger is real. It's like, God damn. So she was stealing from fucking charities and man, it's crazy, guys. Smash that like button. Like I didn't know all of this about her.
Charles the entire night, and that when the diamonds were given to her, she was very excited and even showed them to her. And then there are the allegations about her stealing from charities and physically attacking her employees. Between the years of 1998 and 2009, she was convicted 11 times for physically mistreating the people who worked for her. In 1998, Her assistant, Georgina Galanis, accused her of grabbing her by the throat and hitting her over the head with a phone because she was upset about them getting delayed by customs at a Canadian.
God damn. So she moved out like Diddy, like Diddy Glover. So she grabbed one of her employees by her motherfucking throat and beat her up in the head with a phone. Hit her all in the head with a phone like she was in prison. You know what I'm saying? And was trying to use the phone, and another inmate pressed up on her like, yo, hurry up, phone check. And she turned around and busted him in the head with the phone. Diddy's throwing fucking freak off vase at Cassie and all this stuff. So they all have anger, aggression problems. And that's like, remember they said that Oprah was mean as shit to her employees? Ellen DeGeneres mean as shit to her employees. Now, she used to beat up her employees, bust them in the head with the phone. And it wasn't the wireless phones. This before cell phones. They said 1998. So it had the goddamn cord on the motherfucker. Pure the Bible. So she could bust you in the head and then start strangling you with the goddamn cord. These people are evil and they have extra strength. They have different kinds of power. Vampires have power. You know what I'm saying? They could take you up in the air, all the way up in the fucking air, and start sucking your blood and clapping your cheeks while you up in the air. Pure survival. Blood coming down, doo-doo, everything. This shit is wild.
1998, her assistant Georgina Galanis accused her of grabbing her by the throat and hitting her over the head with a phone because she was upset about them getting delayed by customs at a Canadian airport. In court documents obtained by Georgina's lawyer, Calvin Barry, Naomi lunged at her, grabbed her by the throat, and shook her till Georgia fell to the sofa, shaking and in tears.
Wow.
Not too long after this mess, she employed another assistant.
Look how skinny she is. Look how skinny she is, guys. Hold on. Y'all heard what they said she did?
Naomi lunged at her, grabbed her by the throat, and shook her till Georgia fell to the sofa, shaking and in tears. Not too long after.
Now, guys, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think she's a vampire. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. Where did this woman, as skinny as she is, get the strength to shake that motherfucking woman? She shook a grown-ass female and then slammed her on the goddamn ground. I mean, she's sitting there Harlem shaking. Where is the strength coming out of this demon? This woman is a demon, guys, with extra strength, powers. Look at the shoulders. Look at the shoulder blade. Pure survival. What is that busting out of her shoulder? What is that? I keep telling y'all, these people aren't actually human. They aren't actually human. You see how they care for humans. They don't give a damn about the real humans. That's why they'll sacrifice you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is crazy. That's why her shoulder blade look like that, though. So at night, when she morphins into her vampire character, when she morphins, they're Mighty Morphin Freak Off Power Rangers. That's what the fuck they are.
Obtained by Georgina's lawyer, Calvin Barry, Naomi lunged at her, grabbed her by the throat, and shook her till Georgia fell to the sofa, shaking and in tears. Not too long after this mess, she employed another assistant. And just like the first one, she also accused her of allegedly attacking her as well. The assistant, Vanessa Frisbee, claimed at the time that Naomi attacked her during a heated argument. Naomi denied the allegations and even countersued the poor girl. Now, some of y'all may not know this because Naomi did a good job at burying the story, but a little over a year ago, she was investigated after she was caught embezzling millions of dollars.
Wow, embezzling millions of dollars. Who y'all think taught her this? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think Naomi Campbell came in the game doing that. Pure survival. She probably was 6, 7 years old and came in the game. They taught her all of this. She beat up all her employees. You know what I'm talking about? She got nailed to the cross by all these billionaires and trillionaires. They done taught her how to embezzle. You know what I mean? You know the people in the higher uppers can do all these crimes, not pay taxes, do everything under the sun, and never go to jail. How come these people ain't in jail? Pure survival. You tell me that. And they can keep doing these crimes and stuff. And they know that these people in these files and done this stuff. We need 200 more likes, guys. Everybody double tap that screen. It's 1,400 people in here. And I know that y'all in agreements with me. You're in agreements with me. This is not like humanly, like sick behavior.
Y'all may not know this because Naomi did a good job at burying the story, but a little over a year ago, she was investigated after she was caught embezzling millions of dollars. It turns out the money was donated to her charity organization, but she had other plans for that money. She was spending all that money on luxury items, vacations, private jets, and a whole bunch of nonsense.
Wow.
As y'all can see, Naomi has a long track record of doing some shady things. She got away with it the first time, but people are now on her neck, and they don't plan to meet up with her till she also loses everything, possibly even doing prison time. One person said, "I really don't like how easily Naomi Campbell gets away with being associated with the people she associates with. Like, no one seems to care, and it's really jarring." Another person said, "Naomi Campbell is a human tea-ficker. We've been hearing the stories for
A human tea-ficker. A human tea-ficker. What is that? What is that? Didn't I tell y'all that that woman was a vampire? You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you she was a vampire. They got different names. Human tea-ficker, whatever. She sinks her fucking fingernails, them long-ass sharp nails, and sinks her teeth in your neck. You know what I mean? As if she's going to give you a mark of passion. The mark of passion is the mark of destruction. It's the mark that you're going to become one of them. They train you into this. Just like Usher. When Diddy gave Usher a mark of passion, that turned him into a vampire. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he's all young, wrestling and fighting Diddy over that cereal, you know how bad that little boy wanted that bowl of cereal, pure survival? You ever be young, hungry, the motherfucker, and you want to eat that bowl of cereal? And for Diddy to be dangling those the Captain Crunch and the Fruity Pebbles all in front of Usher's face like that. So he had to let it burn. You know what I'm saying? It's going to burn for me to say this. Still coming from my heart. It's been a long time coming, but we done been fell apart. He was singing to Diddy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Naomi Campbell is a demon.
She associates with. Like, no one seems to care, and it's really jarring. Another person said, "Naomi Campbell is a human tea-ficker. We've been hearing the stories for years, and now we're seeing her name in the Epstein files. Every single ARPist, PDF, and tea-ficker needs to be held accountable. Confront every single one of them to their face. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Naomi getting exposed for her links to Jeffrey? And do you really think this is the final nail in the coffin for her? Let me know your thoughts in the...
Do y'all think that it's the final nail in the coffin for her? Because clearly she's been getting away with this for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And even when I told y'all with Jay-Z, Jay-Z is threatening to sue Solange because Solange said Beyonce did not go to that Super Bowl with Jay-Z because she got a restraining order. That they are really getting a divorce, and it's done differently because they was never married. They were under a marriage contract. That's why Jay-Z was so upset. How was he upset the day before when people asking him questions, pure survival, and then you see him at the goddamn the Super Bowl as a single father trying to look like he was a nice guy, like a good dad. And then the little girls look just like Ramir, pure survival, his biological son. We ain't gonna be happy to see you out with your kids, Jay-Z, till we see you out with Ramir, pure survival. That boy looked just like you, and he looked just like them little girls. You know what I'm saying? But you want to try to look like a good parent because Jay-Z's PR team told him, you look terrible right now. The feds are coming. Beyonce got the divorce coming. You got to go out there and try to look good. Remember, Diddy did the same thing. Diddy had to try to look like a good parent, thinking that that was going to get him off of his case, pure survival. And that's the move Jay-Z did. But the day before that, look how pissed off he is with the guy that was just showing him love. Smash that like button, guys. We need 300 more likes. Look at his attitude.
Of all time. What up, big dog? What's up? Jay, your favorite album cover of all time. What was the one that you loved the most?
Jesus Christ, that's too hard, man.
He said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's too hard." You should be happy, Jay-Z. Somebody wants your autograph with those Jamaican shit locks. Pure Bible. And it ain't nothing wrong with the dreads. Shout out to all my Jamaican rosters. But Jay-Z don't even look like he got the face for this shit. Pure Bible. That's why 50 Cent put that picture up there. Said that Jay-Z looked like the Predator without the mask. Coming out there talking about, oh, God. Like with a whole attitude. It's not that person's fault that Beyonce's leaving you. Pure Bible. You allegedly had that girl on drugs, all kinds of shit. Suboxone, all these different drugs since she was a teenager. Pure Bible. Using her goddamn powers for you to cross over from the drug dealer to the billionaire guy. Y'all notice that, when Jay-Z came in, he came in as the kingpin drug dealer. You know what I mean? That was his whole image. And Streets is Watching was my shit. Jay-Z said back then, you can look up and down the streets and I can't be found. Put in 24-hour shifts, but that ain't me now. Got a face too easy to trace. Niggas' mouth got slow leaks. Had to hide between my workers. Couldn't play those streets. Did you hear what he said back in the 90s? He said, my workers' mouths got slow leaks. So he said, I had to hide between my workers. I couldn't play those streets. So he knew he had to put other people in the front and lie and be sneaky because of the shit he was doing back then. But Beyonce was the come up. People thought it was love. No. If once he did that marriage contract with Beyonce, it will take him out of the drug dealer image to the image that he has today, Pure Bible, which is going down in fucking smoke. That's why Beyonce and Solange's family, they like, look, you got to get away from this predator, camel in the face looking motherfucker. Pure Bible, you got to get away. But you know what I mean? Because it's too late though.
Who you got for the game, Jay? What TV show you binge watching right now? Let me ask you, why you asking me questions? Because you're my favorite rapper of all time. Don't do me like that. You're my favorite rapper of all time. That's what I'm just so curious. You shouldn't do me like that. I know. All right, shake hands. All right. Hey,
look, Denny didn't want to look bad because you saw his attitude. He like, man, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Don't do me like that. So then, because he know the cameras is watching, and they like Jay-Z, I know the PR team, motherfuckers next to him, like, dude, you can't show that attitude like that. So then he want to go say, all right, man, here, give me a handshake. Look, hurry up, take the picture. But he was very disturbed and very pissed off. We got 1,800 people in the building, guys. Everybody smashed that like button. The feds done ran into Naomi Campbell's Freak Off Island. The woman had her own dungeon. I didn't even know she had a dungeon.
Actually, look, I'm over there. Of all time. What up, big dog? What's up? Jay, your favorite album cover of all time. What was the one that you loved the most? Jesus Christ, that's too hard, man. What? Who you got for the game, Jay? What TV show you binge watching right now? Let me ask you, why you asking me questions? Because you're my favorite rapper of all time. Don't do me like that. You're my favorite rapper of all time.
You're my favorite rapper of all times. Don't do me like that. Do you like what, Jay-Z? He was giving you a compliment. And then the next day, he tries to look like the good father, the single father. And motherfuckers was like, Beyonce never go to the Super Bowl with him. Solange said out of her mouth and removed the tweet, my sister didn't go because she's out with me. She's out with me getting her numb young motherfucking reggae cure on. She's getting her numb young reggae cure on. And she didn't go with Jay-Z only because they have a restraining order. And she wants no dealings with Jay-Z. If you my wife and we've been together for all these years and you know they calling me out, I'm in the Epstein file, all types of shit, you gonna stand next to me regardless so I don't look fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't she come out to at least make the people stop the rumors about the divorce? Pure survival. If it ain't true. Look at him right here. Look at him. Look at the camel. Only motherfucker in the whole Super Bowl with a goddamn hoodie on. Pure survival. Rest in peace to Trayvon Martin. But why is he out here trying to beat Trayvon Martin at a football game, with the fake smiles? Look at these little girls. The little girls look just like Jay-Z's biological son, Ramir. Pure survival. And it ain't the girl's fault. So we're not going to sit here and say nothing bad about the children. I don't play those games. But they look just like Ramir. Why ain't you out there with that boy that look just like you, Jay-Z? If you want to look like a good parent, everybody would respect you more if you take that paternity test. Wow. We ain't gonna respect you. Look at why did he got a hoodie on? Put a one in the chat if y'all think Jay-Z got a hoodie on because he's guilty as a motherfucker, and he embarrassed. Put it two in the chat if y'all think that he's just wearing a hoodie just to be wearing a hoodie. How you gonna go in public and still try to look sneaky? You know what I mean? His PR team said, Jay-Z, you gotta go outside. You can't, it's too much shit going on. We know you don't like talking and telling people shit, but you gotta go out there. This man goes outside and still trying to look sneaky. He like, I'm out here, but I'm not out here. Praise the Bible. Smash that like button, guys. We need 300 more likes. Everybody double tap that screen if you hear me, if you're with me, because I think y'all is with me and y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. This is guilt, ladies and gentlemen. It's guilt and it's a fake smile. Look at this. Look, I'm a good parent. See, Ramir, I'm a good parent. You know, I don't want nobody to know that that boy is my son. No, I don't know. I don't want him because his mom was 15, 16. Look at the fake smile. Look at the fake smile. Fake smile. That's not going to help your image, Jay-Z. It's already tarnished. It's already tarnished. And that's why Nicki Minaj was saying everything she was saying. I believed every word. Even though I know Nicki is a mess her own self, she married to a damn predator. You know what I mean? So she got child molester lips. You know what I mean? She kissing a man that's a child sex predator, pure survival. She got a brother that's a child sex predator. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate Nicki telling the truth about these other people. And she trying to keep herself out of it. That's why she went and let Donald take the toupee off and clap her cheeks with the pink pecker. She let Donald Trump put that pink pecker on her, and she put that fake kitty cat, them fake tasty cakes. Donald Trump sitting there with this big fake ass balloon, this big hoping that he clapping Nicki Minaj's cheeks, hoping that motherfucker don't pop. Here's a Bible. That fake ass pop is gonna be baby oil juice, all kinds of pus, stinking, just explode all over the goddamn place. Here's a Bible. If that ass pop, Nicki. You know what I'm saying? But Nicki is calling Jay-Z out, and I said, Jay-Z, you need to pay that girl. Because she got more shit. Nicki gonna say more stuff. Smash that like button, guys. Come on, everybody. We need 300 more likes. We can do it. I believe in y'all.
They looking good, breaking records, you going viral for having a weird-shaped ass, and you ain't dropped no music that's doing well in a long time, and now you're no longer the reigning queen of anything. That's now debatable. But no, she acting up. She don't know how to handle it. If you a queen sitting on the top of the world, bro, for 15 years with Lil Wayne and Drake, unopposed. That's like you running your hood for a decade, 15 years, and a group of little young get the cracking, and you like, yeah, but you pay no homage.
Nicki Minaj just accused Jay-Z of owing her $200 million, called him a predator, and then stood on a White House stage holding Donald Trump's hand like a sworn ally. Everyone assumed this was just another rap feud until the document started leaking. Right now, insiders confirm she's not just fighting for money. She's exposing what she calls a karmic debt tied to Tidal's $297 million sale, a Super Bowl sabotage, and a Grammy ritual she claims is anything but entertainment. The receipts are brutal: a $1 million hush offer in 2021, a public meltdown in February this year, and a lawsuit threat that could unravel Roc Nation's entire contract empire.
See, so whatever that contract was, excuse me, and all the money that they owe her, they're not playing with she's not playing with Jay-Z. But my whole thing with Nicki is, you knew these things years ago. You know what you were a part of. If you really cared about the people and the children, Nicki, it shouldn't have took money that this man owe you for you to expose this as well. You know what I mean? Because to me, I feel like if it ain't over money, these people will be quiet. They'll never come out and expose nothing. They'll just keep quiet as long as they got the private jets and all that type of shit. They'll let the kids go through what they're going through. That's just wild.
But here's the glitch. She's demanding justice for financial fraud, while her own family's record includes convictions no one's allowed to mention. The real question isn't whether Jay-Z responds, it's who's pulling the strings behind her sudden flip from industry rebel to political weapon. In the next leak, it's not about cash, it's about control.
That's how she feels. She feels like blogs and online platforms don't touch what she's saying, and they don't cover all of her words fully because it's Jay-Z and Roc Nation.
Well, I'll tell you this, I have no idea about their business, but if someone owed me $200 million, then I would be in court, not on X, and I guarantee you if she ever took that to court, that would be a huge story.
The moment Nick
And Charlemagne was right about that. Like, if he owed you money, you could have went to court, you could have about it that way, da-da-da-da. But to me, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to expose him at the same time. And now she wanted to expose the industry and whatever the case may be, because she tried to get a part. And that's why she got with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she really a MAGA supporter, much love to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against nobody. I'm not into politics. But people can have their own beliefs. But I feel like she wanted to help them tree jumpers. Her brother's a tree jumper, and her boyfriend's a tree jumper. You know what I mean? They both should not be allowed at Toys R Us. You know what I'm saying? Or they shouldn't be able to purchase candy or give out candy on Halloween. Pure survival. They shouldn't even be allowed to go trick-or-treating. Take that costume off. Pure survival. You know what I mean? But Naomi Campbell had a freak-off island, guys. And I never knew that. She the only model that got her own freak-off island. So you know she was working for these people, bringing them girls and recruiting these people. She went to the next level. They all had freak-off islands. You know what I'm saying? You remember Diddy's freak-off island? Look at Diddy's freak-off island. Look at this shit. Why do they got all of these islands? Epstein Island, Naomi Campbell Island, Oprah Winfrey Island, Ellen DeGeneres Island, Mo Diaz Island, Clive Davis Shitty Diaper Island. And look at the things that happen on their islands.
A weird dude. From disturbing footage of Diddy's freak-off island to doing these satanic rituals on his victims, these are the 20 weirdest videos of Diddy. And first up, Diddy was caught on camera at an auction when he sold something terrifying.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, and I would like to auction something off, okay? If you win, you get a night out with Diddy. Saturday night in New York, and I promise you, your ass will wake up Wednesday laying beside me.
Wow. And I can never get over these creepy videos right here on Diddy Glover's Freak Off Island. I mean, they are literally hilarious. We got 2,000 people. Everybody smash that like button. We only need 200 more likes, 250 more likes. Everybody double tap that screen. Diddy literally said, if you go to sleep with me on a Saturday, you're going to wake up in bed next to me on a Wednesday. Nobody ever looked at this shit like it was a problem. Like, even the people that's in the audience is looking like, whoa, what the fuck he said? When you think about that, if you hang out with Diddy on a Saturday, you're going to mysteriously wake up buck-ass naked in the bed, back blown the fuck out. Your whole back, your frame is just laying on the goddamn... Look, your frame is laying under the goddamn plant. You know what I mean? And you in the bed with him buck-ass naked, but your whole frame is blown out. Back over there, frame over here. That's crazy. That's crazy. And he admitted it. The man said, you go to sleep with me, you're going to win a prize. Like, he auctioned it off. Said, look, you go to bed with me on a Saturday, you're going to wake up. No, hang out with me on Saturday, wake up buck-ass naked Wednesday. Told you right to your face, but we ain't even see it.
Something terrifying.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, and I would like to auction something off, okay? If you win, you get a night out with Diddy. Saturday night in New York, and I promise you, your ass will wake up Wednesday laying beside me.
Wow. How do you wake up and beside him? That's crazy.
And if you think Diddy's joking, check out number 19 on the list.
For all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man. That's so unfortunate. You gotta pull back though, so you can see.
Look at that. This is what happens when you hang out with Diddy Glover, Pills of Bible. I told you that these vampires will blow your back out. Everybody smash that like button if his back looked like it got blown out. Look at where his motherfucking bottom is. Pills of Bible. This shit looked like his back was just, destroyed. They nailed this man to the cross. Pills of Bible. Whole back blown out. His motherfucking bottom half is not even matching with the fucking this part. Head down in between somebody else's legs, about to make this man's wiener disappear. Y'all didn't do enough damage to this man's tasty cakes. They still running the train on him right in front of our face. Bible. And Diddy's sitting there bragging about it. Look, this is what happens to the white man when he come to the freak off dungeon. Oh, he getting his back blown out. No back, no more back. This shit is crazy, guys. I'm sorry. Smash that like button.
When he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man. That's so unfortunate. You gotta pull back, though.
Wow.
So you can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. What you got the drink on his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJ. I'm supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
Yeah.
Wow, this is what happens when you go to a Diddy Glover's freak off party. You know that man had all kinds of shit in his drinks. He don't know who smashed him. He looked like he's laying there pregnant, back blown down. He don't even know who's the baby father. That is just crazy. Smash that like button, guys. We need 200 more likes, guys. We in the building. We almost got 1,000 likes.
It's not the only dude Diddy schemed on. Because number 18, Diddy and Biggie were caught on camera being more than just friends.
I look at him like, I say Jesus. And next question is...
Look at him, flirting with... Oh my God.
And if anything, Diddy treats his boyfriends better than his girlfriends. Because next up at number 17, Diddy got in a fight with his ex-girlfriend Cassie and decided to post a TikTok to humiliate her online.
What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got to say.
And that got to be scary. Now, when we saw this on Instagram, nobody knew. With Cassie sitting here looking like she wrapped up like a goddamn chalupa at Taco Bell, Pure Survival, this is very hideous and horrible. He's sitting over top of her talking about, what you got to say now? You ain't got shit to say. Imagine how many dinglings that she had to take down on this day, guys. I'm sorry I have to speak about it graphically because I done been to the trial. Me and my woman went to Diddy Glover's freak off hearing. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm talking about? She stayed in the courtroom. Writing shit down, everything. I went outside, at a certain time. But hearing this stuff that happened to Cassie and others, looking at this video, you could tell that woman had to have been scared out of her mind. She done escaped so many dinglings at this time. And Diddy made it like, look, you got to get up and keep on fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I know you did 20 guys. I got 30 more other motherfuckers waiting. That is horrible. I am sorry. Smash that like button. Now, I don't think Cassie was a victim all the way when she became an adult, but being groomed into that, you know what I'm saying? And then being drugged out and all of that stuff like that. Like, who would want to see somebody else even have sex with their partner? Hey, look, you got some people that's into that. But that's another level.
Bring Cassie and decided to post a TikTok to humiliate her online.
What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got to say.
Now for number 16. At this point, everyone kind of knew Diddy was up to no good, which is exactly why Jimmy Fallon exposed him in 2016.
You used to invite me to your parties. I know, you did. Yeah. You did. I remember I got an invite from you once. This is true. You used to have these crazy parties, and one invite was it self-destructed. It was you talking, and so you gave the information of where the party was, and then it said, this message was self-destructed. I'm very high concept.
Look, Diddy was clearly destroying evidence. However, he wasn't able to destroy everything, because at number 15, Diddy once beat his own girlfriend on camera and tried to hide the evidence for years. See, in 2024, CNN released never-before-seen footage of Diddy chasing his girlfriend Cassie through a hotel hallway and
And that's when everybody finally really looked at Diddy Glover totally different. We've heard the rumors. Rest in peace to B.I.G. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. Rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace to Black Rob. Rest in peace to Heavy D. And it's so many. All them people that lost their lives in them schools and all of that stuff like that. Diddy got a break for getting the time that he got. Pure survival. I know I'm missing names of how many people that done died that was connected to him. Pure survival. That man is chasing her down with the holding up his freak off towel with his freak off Christmas motherfucker socks on, stomping this girl out. Look how scared she looked right there. Can you imagine how many times he did this when it wasn't on camera? Pure survival. Look at her. Now, like I said, she came back that night. She could have left, da-da-da-da. She was blinded by the money and the urine that was peed in her eyes, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? By this time, she was way too deep. But this demon, this is vampire behavior. That's why I told y'all they all glow in the dark. If you turn the lights off, they glow in the dark. They sleep upside down. Different things like that. They drink blood.
To hide the evidence for years. See, in 2024, CNN released never-before-seen footage of Diddy chasing his girlfriend Cassie through a hotel hallway and beating her. And after the footage was released, it was revealed Diddy tried to pay the hotel $50,000 to destroy the tapes. But look, Diddy's always had a strange side with the women closest to him. Because at number 14, he filmed himself getting freaky with...
And this is the top head vampire. Everybody... smash that like button if y'all think that Diddy Glover's mother, Mrs. Glover, is just as guilty as Diddy. Pure survival. Everybody, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Mrs. Glover is just as guilty as Diddy Glover. That she the one who turned this man out. And we seen it in the docu-series. Who makes love to their mother on camera? Pure survival. Who makes love to their mother, period? Look at this shit. And motherfuckers try to say, oh, that's just some friendly shit. No, this is vampire behavior. Yeah, I'm talking about? This is ancestries.motherfucking This is crazy. Miss Glover kissing her son with the Timu wig under the freak off mistletoe. This is crazy, guys. I'm motherfucking sorry. Smash that like button. It don't go nowhere but the cheek with your motherfucking mom. The kissers, guys, we need 100 more likes. I'm going to sit here and wait. We got everybody double tap that screen. We gotta call these people out for what they are. Naomi Campbell, I'm going to do more homework on you because I want to know what the Fed's going to do with you. Because I know you're going to offer that demonic Regina to try to get away. You're going to offer that demonic Regina. And if those feds, I'm telling you, police, if y'all watching this, do not smash Naomi Campbell. She going to come, look, I'm so beautiful. Y'all look at my beautiful boys. You know what I mean? And then she's going to put that demonic ring. She going to put that Jada Pinkett Miss Alopecia Timberland boots. She's going to put the Jada Pinkett Miss Alopecia Timberland boots on you with the fitted ball cap and the dildo. I'm telling you, when Jada Pinkett, the Miss Jada Pinkett Alopecia Timberland boots and the dildo, she's going to pipe down the motherfucking feds and they're going to end up letting her go. Don't look into her eyes. That's another thing about vampires, guys. If they look into your eyes, they can cast your soul just by looking in your eyes. Why y'all think Terrence Howard said Diddy was just looking at me? I went to Diddy's house. I'm playing the motherfucking guitar and he just staring. He just staring. Ooh, I like that daddy. Ooh, I like that daddy. And if you look back at him and your eyes, it takes your soul somehow. And then it'll go into your body. Diddy Glover's soul goes into your body and it turns you into him. You'll start feeling horny in the motherfucker like you on ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? And then now you are going around looking for minors and looking for people that you could abduct and bring to the dungeon and turn out. you become one of them. I'm telling you, you can't look into their eyes. You cannot look into Naomi Campbell's eyes. That's going to be the only way that she get out of this with the feds, by looking into, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to all run a train on her. The next thing you know, they're going to turn into vampires and go home and start biting on their wives and shit. Turn the wives into vampires. Y'all don't watch vampire movies? Like, smash that like button, guys. Look, we need 50 more likes.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom do might have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real.
But it gets even weird.
He goes to strip clubs with his mom. Now, I can be more understanding for the female. Like, if that's some type of relationship, her mom's still young, feel like she young, she look young, and they got that little cool relationship, and then they go to a strip club to look at guys, I can be a little more understanding of that. But Diddy Glover to go to a strip club with his mother, you can sit next to your mom, wiener hard in a motherfucker, looking at strippers, wiener hard. How could you sit next to your mom with a ding-a-ling hard? You know what I'm talking about? I understand when you're a baby and she changing your pamper. Like, look, my baby little wiener looks so hard. Look at this, put that little wiener away. You know what I'm saying? But you're a grown ass man. Yo, this shit is. I'm sorry. I just keeps it 1,000. Smash that like.
Because after watching number 13 on our list, I think Diddy wants to be his mom. See, one night, Diddy hopped on Snapchat after having a few drinks and posted himself cross-dressing.
From Atlanta, we come and get my. Atlanta, I'm bringing something special. Hey.
Look at motherfucking Diddy Glover. Oh my God, look at this man. He looked like when the dude, what's the dude? Flex. Remember Flex played Michael Jackson, Pure Survival? Put a one in the chat if y'all seen the Michael Jackson documentary where Flex played Michael. Did he look like a freak off Michael Jackson? This is crazy, the motherfucker, Pure Survival. And it's wild because I've never seen this footage until after he got arrested. Pure Survival. I didn't know that he was going out like this. Because if he was, I would have knew a 100% right here. Him going out like the Michael Jackson, Caitlyn Jenner version, I would have knew, okay, Diddy Glover is letting us know I'm coming out the closet. And I feel like if he'd have just came out the closet, he wouldn't even be in the feds right now. He wouldn't even be locked up. I feel like when Diddy gets out, he needs to just go on Vlad TV and do a interview. When Diddy came out and told the world the truth that, look, I'm bisexual, I like men and women, that interview gonna do bigger than Cat Williams' Club Shay Shay interview. Pure Survival. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody gonna want to hear Diddy talk when he get out of jail. We want to hear the truth. Tell us what you did last summer, Diddy Glover. Tell us you got a boyfriend in jail or a fiance. You know what I mean? You know Diddy had a freak off in jail. He had several freak offs. This time he ain't got Cassie in them, so he got to take all the pee to his eyes. But this is wild, man. These people are demons. Smash that like button, guys. We need 50 more likes for us to hit the 1,000 mark of likes. You guys are so incredible. When YouTube hit me up and say, God lead Jamil, you know what I mean? Your audience, man, they're so incredible. They really listen to you. You know what I'm saying? They really listen to you. And that's because y'all are wonderful people. And y'all are not blinded by these people, industry people, and y'all not blinded by money. Y'all not.
Having a few drinks and posted himself cross-dressing.
From Atlanta, we come and get my. Atlanta, I'm bringing something special. Hey yo, Toronto, Cash, what up? So, we going to Toronto, it's going to
Now next up, we gotta talk about number 12, because this man Diddy loves kissing men. See, in 2002, Diddy was doing an interview with Birdman, and at first, Diddy was kind of feeling him up.
Start working out though, just start like get in the gym though.
But after that, he even went in for a little kiss.
I was the president with
Oh my God, look how he's looking at Birdman's head. He's looking at Birdman's bald head. See, that's when Diddy wants you. That's when he wants you. Shout out to Pam, just became a member. Pure Bible. Pam 517 just became a member. Salute to you, Pam. Pam, look at how Diddy's looking at motherfucker Birdman like he want him. He looking at Birdman bald ass head like an ice cream freak off Sunday. Pure Bible. Smash that like button, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy's giving him that look like he want to pound him out. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy looking at him regularly. What do y'all think? That is a look like, will you be my motherfucking Valentine? Pure survival. Birdman, please be my Valentine. Did he looking at that bald head? He thinking about putting baby oil on Birdman's head? God damn. He is really about to go for the kiss, guys. And look at that. They went from playing around. Birdman has no idea that Diddy is about to sexually assault him. Watch this.
But if that wasn't weird enough, next up at number 11, he actually tried to kiss a grown man on the lips and got rejected on live TV. See, during the Golden Globes, Diddy was on stage about to hand Bono his award when he went in for a kiss and got rejected.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
Look, tried to kiss that man. Tried to kiss this man. Shout out to this man right here, Pure Survival. He jerked his neck when Diddy came over there talking about, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. No, that man said, let it know, sir. He said, let it know. Diddy said, no, let it flow. That motherfucker jerked his shit back like, oh, nigga, I know what you did. I know what you be doing.
Wow.
Look, tried to kiss him.
Now look, we hit the top 10 now. So these videos aren't just weird, they're downright deranged. And we gotta mention the fact that Diddy once revealed his darkest secret to the entire world. See, in 2004, Diddy was on the Conan O'Brien show when he told everyone how he gets ready for his freak-offs.
I don't know if this is just made up myth or if this is true, but I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
It's called preparing the sexy.
Wow. And that was a confession way before our time. That man said, so before Diddy Glover goes to a hotel, you send someone there to prepare the hotel for you. Diddy Glover's talking about, no, to prepare the sexy. It was nothing sexy about what we found out, what you prepare that motherfucker hotel for. Diddy Glover is some sick shit that happens when you send somebody over with the lights, the cameras, all the baby oil, pounds of baby oil. You know what I'm talking about? And the PPs and the CCs and the DDs that you got running down, the freak off mask, you sitting there choking your Roku remote, watching Cassie get her back blown to the moon. Yo, he admitted to what he did with the hotels. And I wouldn't have never known if his trial didn't happen.
On the Conan O'Brien show when he told everyone how he gets ready for his freak-offs.
I don't know if this is just made up myth or if this is true, but I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
It's called preparing the sexy.
What's preparing the sexy?
I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sexy.
Yes,
and that's candles. I like candles. I like tuberose. That's a smell. I like that scent. I'm attracted to scent.
What kind of tuberose? Tuberose.
Yes.
Okay, it's a scent you like.
Yes, it's a scent.
Okay.
He talking about tuberose. No, you meant doodle roots. Pure survival. Why didn't you tell him that? He talking about like the scent of tuberose. No, you like the scent of doodle roots. You like doodle smell all in the motherfucking air, Diddy Glover. Pure survival. Sitting there lying. You know what I mean? Doodle roots.
Candles. I like tuberose.
That's a smell. I like that scent. I'm attracted to certain
What kind of
scents.
scent? What kind of tuberose? Tuberose.
Yes.
Okay, it's a scent you like.
Yes, it's a scent.
Okay.
You know, I like lilies. I like white orchids. You know, roses, things of that nature. I'm into baths. You know, so I like my bath at the right temperature. It's just little things that I personally like. I like my room to be sexy.
But Diddy gets...
And the only thing that he left out was the baby oil. He said he liked the baths. You know what I'm saying? He liked the tuberose. You left out the doodle-roos, the smell of the doodle-roos. But what do you put in the baths, Diddy Glover? Why didn't you tell that man that? You admitted that you liked it to prepare the hotel rooms before we went, and we found out what it was about. But you did not mention the baby oil whatsoever. You know what I'm talking about? And no, it's not a crime for you to use baby oil if you like your partner to be shined the fuck up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's about what Diddy was doing with all of that. This wasn't no just him in a relationship with his girl. No. This was some whole next level shit, what we found out. Then we heard there was drugs inside the baby oil. Pure Bible. Even Tanae went to your fucking party and said that the music, soon as she got there, she just started like, I gotta take my clothes off. Oh my God, the music is just taking me. Like she started feeling horny and everything because Diddy had drugs in the music. How do you put drugs inside of the goddamn music? Pure Bible. Where that shit start simmering all in the air, everybody go to the freak off party and everybody just start getting naked at 7 o'clock in the morning. Horny in the motherfucker. Pure Bible. Jumping around like park freak off apes. You know what I'm saying? These people are demons, guys. That's all I gotta say. And Naomi Campbell, what's her name? I done forget the woman name already. that model woman is a fucking... Oh yeah, Naomi Campbell. She's a demon. She's a demon. And they need to lock her ass up right along with Ghislaine Maxwell. Then they got her in some kind of camp right now. All the things that she was involved with, she gets to go to a camp. Let it be me or you. Pure Bible. You think you're going to be in a camp? Absolutely not. No, you're not going to be in the camp. Diddy camp, but they get treated differently. Yes, Naomi is on the list. Helping people out. Helping them demons out. Exactly, Seeker of the Truth. Straight up demons. Prelim. Prison for thee, but not for me. They said Diddy turn off AC. Pure survival. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, she was found. She should be with Ghislaine. Shit, bro. Ex-felon. I came home to get a job. What did he say? Hold on. Shit, bro. I'm an ex-felon. I came home from the county, got a job at McDonald's. Salute to you, Cash. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. You got a job, sir. You know what I'm saying? Whatever got you to go in there, you doing something different, something positive, something great with your life. It don't matter where you work at. You know what I'm saying? As long as you working and you staying out the way. You know what I'm saying? She loves bullies. Thanks, my guy. No doubt. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't saying tuberose, though. He was... shout out to Black Block. Just hit that super chat. It's looking bad for all of them, bro. Yeah, Back Block. It is. It's crazy. They all going down, and then they get mad at us and say, you know what I mean, we bringing each other down. No, they don't give a damn about us. You know what I mean? RS1 just hit that super chat. Pure Bible. All the super chats is coming in. Salute to you, RS11. I need to take a horse, guys. The weather's been changing. That's why my motherfucking throat. And then I need to stop smoking cigarettes. Pure survival. The true monsters higher up will never pay. They need to, though. You got a big point, too. You know what I'm saying? A good point. Love your back, Stacy. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Pure Survival. 4-leaf clover just became a member. Pure Survival. Shout out to 4 Leafs. You know what I mean? RS1 just hit that super chat again, back to back like Drake. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You got me holding my face. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got slapped by Will Smith. Pure survival. RS1 in the building. Guys, did y'all see that video with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder picking on Ja Rule on an airplane? I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all know I got love. I'm team 50 Cent all day. No Diddy Glover. Pure survival. I'm team 50 Cent. I'm very biased when it comes to 50. You know what I mean? 50 Cent posts my video on his goddamn Instagram, my King Kong's diss record. You know what I mean? On his Instagram, what, like a week ago, something like that, in front of 50-something million people. You know what I mean? I'm going to always have, I had love for him before that, but just even him to even promote me, I got love for him even more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, that video with Ja Rule on the airplane, and they saying Ja Rule punked out. Ja Rule did not punk out. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, Secret of Truth. He's still Ja Rule's still around. Like there's a video. If you look at this video with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder yesterday, they got on an airplane. They sat in back of Ja Rule, and they calling each other names and bitches and all these names. And Ja Rule had to get up and leave or whatever. And Tony Yayo, 50 Cent put the video out, but he only put out pieces of the video. That's why I said I got love for 50, but I can't lie, 50. Ja Rule did not go out like no punk. Pure survival. If anything, you're going to say Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder did just on the strength that they are 3,500 years old trying to, you know what I'm saying, to even do something like that. They too old to be trying to fight on an airplane. Not saying that they were trying to fight, but even start a fight. You motherfuckers is in your thousands. You know what I mean? To look cool, like to be like, yeah, we're gangsters. You niggas should be in a nursing home right now. How the fuck you still trying to be gangster nursing home status? You know what I mean? And I fuck with Tony Yayo. I fuck with Uncle Murder. And y'all know I love 50. But that video was doctored up. And I knew it. And then guess what? TMZ. Because you know, if something happened on the airplane, other people are recording. They put out a new video version with Ja Rule, Uncle Murder, and Tony Yayo. Y'all can look it up. TMZ put it out. Ja Rule stood up. That little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking motherfucker. Y'all know Ja Rule looked like a Ninja Turtle. And when he's a hero in a hat shell, turtle power. Like, you remember the Ninja Turtles that the head pop out the motherfucker shell? Ja Rule's Ninja Turtle head popped right out the shell. And he was like, what's up? What y'all want to do? I mean, they by themselves. They got no security. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder together. Ja Rule, Ninja Turtle. Everybody put the Ninja Turtle emojis in the chat. Pure survival for Ja Rule. Shout out to 540. Just put the damn turtle in there. Made me think about that. But that Ninja Turtle stood up. That's the thing about it. I be telling y'all, man, there's people that know karate. I told y'all that I know karate. I was a burgundy belt. I'm not going to tell y'all I was a burgundy belt if I really wasn't a burgundy belt. If I was a green belt, if I was a beige belt or a yellow belt, I would have told y'all. But I really, truly, indeed was a burgundy belt. That's why I think Solange was a burgundy belt when she kicked Jay-Z's ass in that elevator. I know those martial art moves that she used. You know what I'm saying? But Ja Rule didn't punk out, guys. Ja Rule stood up. For him to be by himself and two guys like trying to press him, that little motherfucker pressed the Ja Rule was like, I'ma ride to the end of the road, baby. No, I'ma ride to the end of the plane, baby. This life gonna drive me crazy. Been getting high lately. Wonder when the Lord gonna take me. Where the fuck my gangsters at? Hey, where the fuck my bitches at? Who? Ja Rule was up there, motherfucker. He was standing up for himself. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm going to be honest. Secret of the truth, I'm going to tell the truth right now. You the seeker of the truth, and I'm going to seek and tell you the truth right now. I was a Ja Rule fan first. I'm not going to lie. When I was a young kid, I was a Ja Rule motherfucking fan out this world. I literally, when Ja Rule came out, you had to buy the CD. I bought his CD maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times in my life. Pure survival. I brought his CD. But I'm also going to be honest. When 50 Cent came out and I heard that motherfucker say you a gangster, but you never pop none. Say you a wankster, but you never something front. Go to the dealership, but you never stop nothing. You been hustling a long time and you ain't got nothing. I was like, oh my God. I felt so bad I had to break up with Ja Rule. Pills of Bible. No Diddy. But I had to break up with Ja Rule. I got rid of all his CDs. I said, damn that Ja Rule, I'm sorry. Yes, I turned my back on you. Pills of Bible. I admit I turned my back on you. If you would have been me and heard that music 50 Cent put out after you, Pills of Bible, you would have broke up with your own self. Matter of fact, you did break up with your own self. You know what I'm saying? No, 50 Cent shit came out too hard. And he was with Eminem. That just put the nail in the fucking coffin. He was with Marshall Mathers. And I was a huge ass motherfucking Slim Shady fan. Huge. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, kid. Do you like violence? I even wrote a song back when I was a kid, the Eminem joint. My name is, I said, hi, kids. Do you like violence? Want to see me switch 5 roaches in front of company where I live? Want to copy me, then come on and try this? Why wish being the class clown is what I miss? I used to have braids, finally got my hair straight, but I can't figure out what a proactive for my damn face. I'm out of my mind all of the time. Now I'm in the mood to dig up my nose looking for food. Pardon my French. Does that make any sense? Even if not, it still sounded hot. I've been through a lot. I've been beat up by the cops, in front of the cops, and they stood there and watched. I dreamt in a dream, Michael Jackson and me, slept in the bed, and I braided his hair. My wife didn't care. Neither did I. I needed the money, so I slept with the guy. My name is Dude's Crazy. Pure survival. Look at y'all. Y'all like, hold on, Jamil, you wrote that in the lyrics? That you slept with Michael Jackson? Dude, when I wrote that song, I was like 16, 17 years old. Pure survival. This before the Illuminati shit came out. I would have never wrote them lyrics today. But years ago, yes. Because it was comedy. It was comedic. You know what I'm saying? But now you can't dress up like a woman. You can't do none of that shit. Because automatically, if you put a wig on now, I used to put wigs on, all that shit. Back in the living color time, that wasn't considered that you were automatically like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were selling your soul or something like that. Like Wanda, Monique, fucking, Shanae, it was considered comedy. But once I got older and found out, no, they making you do certain things that I know you can't get me in a wig today. But I'm not gonna act like I never had a wig on before. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Wow, I was in the 10th grade, 4th grade. Try rapping, bro. You got rhymes, bro. Thanks, Roy. Roy, listen, it's crazy you say that, right, Roy? And I don't really like telling people this shit. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but because when I do remixes and I do songs and stuff like that, and people, they always say 2 things. They say, Jamil, you should do stand-up. I laugh because I've been doing stand-up since I was 9 years old. I came to YouTube from stand-up. Another thing, when I do songs, like remake songs, people are like, yo, Jamil, you got bars. But a lot of people don't know, I used to be in a rap group as a teenager. So guys, there's another secret Jamil kept. I used to be a rapper, okay? But rapping was never my dream. That was just something I was good at doing. And, so there's times I freestyle amongst myself, but I used to be in literally a rap group and stuff like that. So, but comedy and acting and film, dance, theater, that was always my live plays. That was more of my dream. So yes, but I did used to rap, and I actually have, like a music video with me rapping for real rapping on YouTube. Actually, if you've seen it, you'd be like, "What the fuck? This nigga really was a rapper." Yeah, I mean, I did the remix to "All the Way Up," the Fat Joe "All the Way Up." I would play it for y'all right now, but then it's gonna fuck up my commercial ads. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Jamil used to be a rapper as well. So if y'all hear me singing and or different little things like that, because I wrote music. I wrote music from 15 up until like 23, and then I just went full blown comedy. But yeah, yep. Thank you all. Thank you all. Salute, salute. Thank you so much, baby, for the fireballs. Everybody, man, like, share, subscribe. Thank you, everybody who became a member today. All my members, everybody that hit that super chat. We exposing these people.